Guess who's back? Back again. Gravy's back. Tell your friends. I actually don't know if that's even how it goes, but I'm going to assume for the sake of this video that, we're just vibing. I haven't been on here in a while, and I've been going for like a bit of a weird kind of phase in my life, and I thought that I was beginning to have it all figured out, but surprise, surprise, nobody has it all figured out. I'm 25 and I'm still discovering what I want to do. But I think I'm a little bit closer to what I have to do, like what I am here to do. My soul mission has kind of been something that I have known, not actively, like I knew that I had to do something. I knew that there was something bigger than me that I was put here to do. When I was younger, I never really knew what I wanted to do. When I got older, I never really had an answer when someone asked me what job I wanted to do. And as an adult, I still find that difficult to answer because I am interested in so many different things that being stuck in one thing for a long period of time is not really something I want to do. I like my current job because I'm able to do such a wide variety of things. Like, I can't just be hyper focused in one area. And I have so many different specialties as a result of that. Like, I have a degree in history, I have a degree in psychology, I have an insurance license, I have multiple years of experience in customer service, I am recording videos for my YouTube. I am very into spirituality and wellness and holistic health, and I have so many wide variety of things that I know that because I've done so many different things, it's helping lead me towards what I actually need to do and the message that I actually need to get out. And I still don't know if this is actually what I need to do. I think it's definitely a part of it. I think communicating and expressing my whole authentic self is what I need to do with this chapter of my life right now. And I think that I've just been scared and I've been waiting for like a confirmation that was like a sign from the heavens that was, this is what you're meant to do. This is what you're here for. But the thing is, that's not how it works. How it works is by taking small steps and realizing what brings you joy. Is this bringing me joy right now? Yes, I really love talking about my journey and wellness and why it's important to keep trying different things until you figure out what's right for you. Even if it's only right for you in the moment, guess what? You still figured out something that helps you identify a part of who you are as a person, because there are going to be aspects in everything that you do and you love and you create that help represent and show you who you are and what you want out of your life. I know that my history degree has shown me a lot because it has shown me to have empathy and compassion and has allowed me to actually understand that this is not just the first time I've incarnated on this earth. I know that I've been here I know that I have been here before. And it's weird to think about it that way, but I wouldn't have been able to think about it with it would have been difficult to conceptualize my spirituality in that way if I didn't have my history degree. It gave me another perspective almost on it. And having my psychology degree, I'm able to understand not just what impacts me and why, like my mental health, my impacts like me actually going after what I'm supposed to do. I also know how it impacts other people, and that really goes hand in hand with holistic wellness. You need to have a full body, mind, soul experience. It can't just be one or the other. Sometimes people will focus too much on one. They'll focus way too much on their physical health, which, don't get me wrong, incredibly important. It's incredibly important to take care of your mental health too, but you have to be able to take care of everything. You can't just be hyper focused on one area, and I am guilty of that. I focus sometimes too much on my spirituality and my mental health, and I neglect my physical health. Whereas lately I've been eating whole foods and eating out less, and starting to practice yoga again, and I am just trying to understand that fulfilling my soul's mission also requires me to take care of my vessel. It requires me to take care of my health. It requires me to take care of my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health. Like, I need to do all of it. And that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Trust me, I get it. Taking care of yourself is a full-time job. People are like, oh yeah, like, I don't know how, like, I don't understand how people can have like 2 jobs, because taking care of myself is a full-time job as is. Like, I have myself, I have my family, I have my jobs that make me income, I have my own personal business, I have like my own hobbies and crafts, and like spending time with my friends. Like, I have this entire variety and varied lifestyle, and it gives me so much pleasure, and it gives me so much energy almost to continue doing the things that I need to do. But I wouldn't have the energy to do the things that I need to do if I was not taking care of myself. And I know that I need to take care of myself, because when I don't, I feel like shit. I mean, like, obviously that's everybody feels like that sometimes, and it's inevitable, and unfortunately it's just part of life. You have highs and you have lows. Like, you aren't gonna just be smooth sailing all the way, because if you are smooth sailing all the way, you're not gonna be able to appreciate that. Like, I know that I appreciate my health more when I'm sick, because I am not feeling well. So I reflect back on the times that I was feeling well. So I know that for me, I might get frustrated when I have one of those lows, but I also know that it helps me appreciate these highs more. I was going for a really low period for a while now. It was difficult. It wasn't as difficult as my other lows have been. Thankfully, I am very grateful for that, and that even during my lows, I am still attempting to still the habits that I've been doing in my highs, so that I continue doing them in my lows to help me feel better. I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm definitely not. I know there are a lot of things that I end up not doing as much. My energetic clearing, for example, sometimes, I mean, it's like my number one priority every single day. Sometimes, though, it is difficult for me to do that. It's not like it's something that takes a lot of time, but it takes a lot of energy, and it also requires a lot of faith in the fact that while you can't see it, it's still there. It's still protecting you. And I think sometimes that's difficult to have that faith, especially when it feels like life is stagnant and you are just doing this like same thing every single day. I have had to realize that it's those little things that are actually what is magical about life, and what what I look back on. Like, when I look back on a lot of my life, yeah, I'll obviously like think about the vacations and my like experiences, but I think I primarily tend to reflect back on my life, the mundane. Like, right now I am working, and then later tonight I will end up hanging out with my parents and watching a movie, taking a gummy, uh, having my little nighttime routine. Stuff like that is what helps keep me grounded and what helps keep me going. But it's the stuff that, like I said, that's what I think about. Those are the moments, and I have to remember to appreciate them. And by remembering to appreciate them and not take them for granted, it brings you that magic that you're missing. And it's difficult to realize when you need to ask for help sometimes. And even if it just means it's telling yourself that you're not where you want to be. It's difficult to admit that you've fallen. And I think recently realizing that I needed to take a step back and like reflect back into myself and begin to appreciate those smaller aspects again is what has helped me to understand and come to terms with the fact that I need help. I need to prioritize myself more. I need to take care of myself. And by doing that, that's how you're able to take care of others. You cannot fill anyone else's cup if you haven't filled your own. I am so guilty of that. I would fill everyone else's cup up, and then mine was just left with nothing at the bottom of it. I didn't understand how to have those boundaries, and it's taken a lot of time, and it's still something that I struggle with, and it's still something that I know that I can make improvements on, but I am in a much different place than I was last year in regards to it. It is kind of astounding to see how much progress and change that I've made over the last year, and that's incredibly impressive, and I'm very proud of myself for that because it's not something to be taken lightly. It is very easy every single day to just be going for the motions and not realizing how much you have changed, but then actually being able to realize it and reflect back on it and realizing that, hey, guess what? You have done so much. You have done so much to change and better yourself. Heck, my therapist, I've only been seeing her this one for like 6 months. She's like, yeah, you're doing so good. You're doing better than you were when we first started. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. So all this to say is that take care of yourself, please. Please, please, please. I know that is so incredibly difficult, especially if you're a parent, especially if you have 2 jobs. In this economy, I just wish you the best of luck, truly. Please, even if it is just taking some time and having a hot bath, taking some time and doing 20 minutes of yoga, taking some time and cleansing yourself energetically. If it's the only thing you're able to do that day, then good for you. You did something to help yourself. I really hope that this video helped you. I know it's helped me to be able to actually put this all into words. So yeah, I hope this isn't the last time you see me for another couple months. So we'll see.